So after block work in foundation, our next item to measure is disposal of excavated material and backfilling. Disposal of excavated material and backfilling. You know, in our trench excavation here, so this is the volume of our excavated material. No, some material have to be disposed, some material have to be retained or backfilled. So that's why we try to calculate our disposal of excavated material. So let's start with disposal of excavated material. Disposal of excavated, so it's measured in meter cube. It's measured in meter cube. So for our disposal of excavated material, we are going to do what we call earth adjustments. Let me show you a picture. This picture of trench is the volume of trench. The volume of trench of the excavation we did here is here. Is the width of the excavation, the height of the excavation, and the mean gaps. So these are the material we are going to excavate out of the trench work, and we're going to put it at the sides of the trench. So when we do our concrete in foundation, we do after the trench excavation, we did our concrete in foundation and our block work in foundation. So to retain or backfill the excavated trench excavation material, we have to deduct the concrete in foundation and the block work in foundation. So let me show you in this picture. So to backfill our material, to backfill the trench, to backfill our trench, we have to deduct the volume of the block work and the volume of the concrete footing, because the trench excavation is now with the block work and the concrete footing. So we have to deduct the concrete footing and the block work. So now in our measurement we did, our block work here is measured in meter square. We did the mean gaps and the height of the block, but for our earth adjustment for our block work, we have to find the volume of the block work, the volume in which the block work contained in the trench excavation, not outside the trench excavation. So let me try and do something so you can understand. So for our earth adjustment now, earth brackets block work, bracket block work. So let's try and make this one in capital letter. Let's try and make this one capital letter. So for our earth adjustments for block work, so our earth adjustment for block work is that it will be equal to the mean gap of the block work times the thickness of our block work, which is 225, 0.23, 225, which is 0.23. So here you can just color this one as our normal red. So then the height of block work that we are going to excavate in the trench, not outside the trench. So the height of block work we are going to excavate in the trench. So let's go to our section here. So what we are trying to say is that this trench work now, this work, let me say this trench, this is the trench work. So this is what we have excavated. We have excavated 0.675. So to backfill it, so the level of our ground is from here. Our normal ground level is from here to here, from here to here. So you have to find the adjustment for the block work, from here to here. That means I said our Our height of excavation is 900. So 900 minus 225, the thickness of our footing. So that's 675. Let's assume that we in our previous discussion we did topsoil excavation. There's difference between normal ground level and strip level. Let's deduct the the topsoil excavation, which is 150 minus 150. So we obtain 525. So for our earth adjustment for block work, so the height of block work we are going to remove from the excavated material is 525. Is 525. It's 525. Let's go there. All right, 5. Let's like this. According to calculation, you can just say, let's input it here, equal to height of trench equal to equal to height of trench minus thickness of footing. Our thickness of concrete in foundation, let's put minus this, then minus our topsoil. In case I did this, I'm doing this because in case if you want to use this work for our template. So let's go up, let's go to our topsoil excavation. So our topsoil excavation is 150. So retain of topsoil 150. So minus this, let's press enter. Can you see 0.52? That's what we get, 525. 0.52. So the volume of our block work, our earth adjustment block work, is equal to this. You can try and copy formula. Copy Control C minus Control C and come here and press Control V. So that's it. So but here you can try and remove it from fill and put it as no fill. So come here and change it to no fill. So this is our volume of block work in trench, not outside trench. So for our disposal of excavated material, so the material we are trying to backfill now is the material we excavate from our trench. Is the material we excavated from our trench. But now our trench work involve the concrete footing, which is 0.2, which have thickness of 2 to 5 mm, and the block work. So the volume of the concrete footing and the volume of the block work in the trench, not outside the trench. So in the trench, we are going to deduct the trench volume of our trench minus the volume of our concrete footing minus the volume of our block work earth adjustments. So that's how we get our disposal of excavated material. So let's try it. So let's try it. So to get our disposal of excavated material, so we are going to dispose in this earth now. We are going to dispose the one that has the concrete and the one that have the block. We are going to dispose the one that have the concrete and the one that have the block. So we are going to retain the trench excavated material minus the disposed excavated material. So I don't know maybe if you get my point, but let's try and do it now. So for our disposal of excavated material, we are going to write equal to the volume of our concrete in foundation. So this one plus the volume of our earth adjustment for block work, this one. So this is the value we are trying to dispose now. So let me color this one as blue. So this is the volume we are trying to dispose now, because in our trench excavation, this is our trench excavation. So our trench excavation has already turned to this. It has turned to this. So the earth excavated that is here. Now if you want to now replace it back to our trench excavation, we have to minus this one, the volume of the block work and the volume of the concrete. So it's the volume of the block work and the volume of the concrete we are disposing. So that's it. So for our backfilling, this disposal of excavated material, let's write backfilling so backfilling excavated is also measured in meter cube. So for our backfilling of excavated material, so we're going to write is equal to the quantity that is to be excavated in the trench excavation, then minus your disposed quantity. So this is your quantity you are backfilling, 53.23 meter cube. So let me fill this with color blue. So that's about disposal of excavated materials and backfilling of excavated materials. So if you are watching us for the first time, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and please like our video, share our videos to your friends in the built environment. Bye bye, God bless you.